From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon, and it is nice sleeping weather. If you want to laze about, have a little coffee, read a book by the window, this is the weather to do it. Look at that widespread rain with that atmospheric river pushing on in. It's actually a little more widespread. You see these kind of weird spokes on the radar. That's actually due to blockage in front of the radar, so it's actually even more filled in across the area at times. But we're starting to see that divide we've been talking about starting to shape up. Notice a little further north, you still got some rain in Del Norte, Humboldt County, but western Siskiyou County, portions of Trinity County are hit or miss. But Red Bluff, Chico, the valley, all the way out towards the Highway 70 corridor, 395, you're starting to see that rain and snow as well. Yeah, it's coming in a big, big way. That's why we've got so many advisories. We've got watches, we've got warnings, we got the whole spectrum of that to talk about over the next couple of minutes. So first, let's take a look at the highs for today because, you know, we're still cooler, right? We're going to be talking highs in the mid to maybe upper 50s in the valley. Most of us mid 50s, lower 50s along the coast, but rest of us, well, especially those of us not above the snow level, we'll be talking widespread 40s. In fact, some of us might even not break 40 or we'll be very lucky to in this respect, right? Now, also want to talk about those advisories, right? Because like I said, we got the whole spectrum, the whole rainbow out here. First, we'll start with the flood alerts, right? Flood watch. Pretty much all of us from Redding south and east, the Highway 70 corridor, 395, and Lassen, Plumas County. I mean, it's just all over the place right now. I'll say this much. The valley portion of it, that does not expire until about the next day or so. Now, out here, the 395 corridor, Highway 70, that goes until Tuesday because that's where we're starting to see that maxima of rainfall totals over the next 5, 6, 7 days setting up, right? That's that divide I'm talking about. Notice we don't have it so much up here, but we do as we head through the valley and especially out to the southeast and the eastern mountains, Portola down to Susanville. There's a good reason for that. I'll discuss that more in just a second. Now let's also talk those winter alerts, and this is where the full rainbow really comes into the picture. We'll start over here in the west, Del Norte County, northern portions of Humboldt County. We've got that winter storm watch. This goes until Tuesday. Winter storm warning, western Siskiyou County, eastern Siskiyou County, down here in northern Trinity County and Modoc County as well, with the winter storm watch down the 395 corridor all the way from the Modoc County line down to Portola. And we've got this winter weather advisory in the eastern mountains just east of the valley, south of Bernie, down to the Highway 70 corridor. So like I said, the whole spectrum thanks to this atmospheric river across the area. So we saw the radar earlier. Let's take a look at the futurecast. That was the current radar. This is going to be the projected radar. Seems to have a pretty good handle on things, so we can actually trust it a little bit more, right? So here's that moisture just funneling on in, right? By the way, Mount Shasta City, you already got well, especially Mount Shasta itself, you got 60 inches at the summit. We picked up about a foot over the last couple of days, really. So we're going to see more of that over the next several days, probably another few feet when all is said and done, but I'd probably say 24 to 30 inches, at least just in this next coming up phase of this moisture. So we'll be watching that. Here's that divide starting to shape up. Notice what I was talking about here, less so with the flood warnings and concerns up here, more so down here in the southeast. We're not necessarily talking that just yet, but we'll be watching that just in case because, like I said, we're watching that down here. Now, as we head through Monday, snow levels start to drop a little bit. We're going to continue to see those snow levels dropping as we head through the week. We're going to be seeing a lot of that building up here. And then as we head through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that time frame in the midweek, we see the big batch of that atmospheric river push out initially, so we start to become a little more scattered, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday is a bit of a round two, at least as of current model indications. Here's what I mean by that. We're going to start seeing more moisture filtering in a big way. Watch this. You see a big push here Thursday and into Friday. Snow levels at times, we'll be talking down to 3,000, even 2,000 feet. So we're going to be seeing some cold Arctic air filter in with this system as well. So that's, again, kind of round two, for lack of a better term. We'll be seeing widespread snow up north, snow showers all through Siskiyou County, Modoc County, eastern mountains, 395 corridor as well. And this just adds even more rain to the totals. And again, we're seeing that classic area with those highest rainfall totals. Oroville, the dam's going to get a workout. That much is for sure. And of course, as we head through Friday and into next weekend, becomes a little more scattered once again. But really, no day looks unambiguously dry. All right, so we're still talking an active pattern for the next 7 days. And like I said, atmospheric river, it's not just a hype term. It is an actual scientific term, if you can believe it. It really does have some standing. It's very specifically a channel of moisture flowing into this area, into the North State. So here's a rainfall outlook. This is just through Wednesday. Let's keep that in mind. This is just through Wednesday, not accounting Thursday. Look at this, man. look at that maximum of rainfall totals through Shasta County down through Chester to Quincy down towards the Highway 70 corridor. That's what I was talking about when I say we're setting up with probably easily double-digit rainfall totals out here. I mean, we are maxing out the tip of the scale here. You got to remember these oranges and yellows starts at about 10 inches, and we're getting into the pinks there. So yeah, that is a very, very significant amount of rainfall. And that's true for all of us. I mean, we're sitting easily at 5 inches as a baseline across the area. And yes, that does include from Redding down to Chico, 3-4 inches looking likely there over the next 5 days or so. And of course, like I said, not even considering that Thursday round. So the next few days, yeah, good sleeping weather is the best way to put it. Those reservoirs definitely won't be hurting though. That much is for sure. All right, so let's break the 7-day down area by area, city by city, county by county. We'll start with Trinity County. As we head through tomorrow, we'll be talking those 40s. Notice that Arctic air really taking hold as we head through the next several days. Turns into snow showers as we head towards the end of the week as those snow levels really start to drop and that Arctic air really starts to take hold. Along the coast, we'll be talking widespread 40s for now. I think we're really going to stick with those 40s with widespread rain through the week here as we head through the end of the week, especially with that second round there. Winds generally out of the north here, we're going to be talking 5 to 10 miles an hour for now. Hopping a little further inland, you can really see that trend as well with those cooler air really taking hold, yeah, I'd say Tuesday, Wednesday or so, right? That's going to be the time for me to watch. Rain, 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 rain. Sound like a broken record, right? But that is the story, right? Very unsettled in this respect. Out towards Siskiyou County, here we go. Snow levels really starting to drop here over the next several days. And again, like I said, at the top of Douglas, I mean, we already got 60 inches of snow up there. Few more feet to come because we are not seeing any stopping with this anytime soon. Widespread lower 40s, upper 30s for the next few days. In fact, we're going to get back down below freezing and at freezing as we head through that midweek time frame in Mount Shasta City. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Keep that coat on hand, needless to say. Goes without saying there. Now, Modoc County, we're going to be talking, I'd say, a very similar situation, right? Upper 30s, lower 40s, but those turn into lower 30s and freezing and below freezing temperatures as we start to settle in with that Arctic air. Out towards the eastern mountains, it's the same story. You can really see that trend. Look at those snow levels starting to incrementally, that's kind of the best way to put it, incrementally decreasing. You can see that with the temperatures as well. So the next couple of days, going to be the warmest days of the week, and I say warmest very relatively, very, very much so. Down here in the valley, south, Corning, Hamilton City, Durham, all the way down to Biggs and Gridley, we're going to be talking 50s turning into lower 50s, really, as we head through that Wednesday, Thursday time frame. Some of us might even be 49 or 50 out there, so we'll have to watch that. But still, widespread rain is the story. Lakehead, all the way down to Red Bluff, very consistent in this respect. We're going to see those mid-50s turn to lower 50s. And again, up here too, Wednesday, Thursday, we could easily see some 48s, 49s for daytime highs. So that Arctic air is really going to make itself known in a big, big way.